afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on, Go for Gold. We're happy today that we're actually hosting Daniel Otim. I'm very excited to really have him here because I've seen Daniel actually grow. Daniel is an ex-makeup artist. He's launched a brand. He's just recently launched another baby brand. So he's going to take us through his entrepreneurial journey, his key learnings, and how to actually do things and strive for success. Hello, Daniel.
Hi, Lungi. Nice meeting you.
Again.
It's been a while. It's been like
Been
3 years.
2 years. It's been 2 years that we haven't seen each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. My name is Daniel Otim. I'm the creative director of Daniel Otim Cosmetics.
All right. Thank you for, coming. We're very excited to
me.
actually have this conversation. We believe that you're going to have a lot to share, and hopefully people can take out from there and move on and, build better lives. So, ex-makeup artist, facial care brand. Now all of a sudden there's a baby brand where you are doing events and gifts. Where are these ideas coming from?
I'm really an entrepreneur person, and this dates way back since I was a kid. I've always loved doing business, and I love going for the gold just because it's go for gold, right?
Yes, it is.
So I'm always going for the gold. Wherever the gold is where I always go to. So I started with doing makeup.
Yes, I remember that.
2019. Of course, I was your makeup artist.
Yes, you were.
And you enjoyed the session?
I did.
And actually, she wants me to get back, bam. Still contemplating.
All right.
Yeah, and then when I stopped doing makeup due to personal reasons.
Yeah.
And ventured into beauty, especially cosmetics production.
Yeah.
So we do produce skincare, hair care, and color cosmetics.
All right. No, that's awesome. So obviously the cosmetic industry is very wide.
Sure.
And you need to know what you're going to venture into first. And obviously it being a makeup brand and me putting it into my skin, there's a lot of research that goes into it. So how did you know which products you were going to put together, and how did you go about on that journey?
For example, for our first product,
Yeah.
Our first collection was a rosewater face mist,
Yes.
which is a toner, and a soap, which is goat milk soap, and it took Kampala by storm. They had never seen such a thing. They were used to the usual black soaps and all that, but it all takes me back to our product development. We love coming up with products that are not yet on the market. So our research team is always diving deep and studying the markets, trying to find out what is missing so that we can fill that gap. That's how we came up with the first collection.
Yes.
And after that, we released an eyeshadow palette called Hometown. It's sold out at the moment, but we shall be restocking very soon. Did you try out our palette?
No, I didn't. I wasn't here at the time. Remember, it was lockdown. So I couldn't get back into the country at that time.
I actually got these ideas during the lockdown.
Okay, awesome.
While I was doing makeup, I was always so busy. So during the lockdown, life was a little pushed back. So we had all the time to think. This whole idea of opening up the cosmetics line came in randomly. I was just sitting at home and I'm like, wait a minute. Let's do this. And here we are.
No, that's actually awesome. So I like the way you talk about research. So research does not necessarily, mean you're trying to find the market. You also got to be very careful in terms of how you feed into that market. So what are the things that you look out for? Are you looking out for trends? Are you looking out at what is happening around the industry? Are you hearing what people are actually saying? So what is it that you concentrate on during that research?
Actually, about our research and development, we get deeper into everything. We follow the trends.
Yes.
What ingredients are in demand at the moment. For example, at the moment, natural beauty is the in thing.
Yeah.
People are into clean beauty and all that. So, ingredient-wise, we have to make sure that the clients aren't going to be reacting with ingredients in the products. It's a very sensitive industry. The beauty industry is very sensitive because someone can sue you. I could sell to you a soap and the next day you are red, right? So at the end of the day, your skin is going to react and you are going to sue the company, So we tend to put in so much, most of our effort into the formulations, the formula of the product.
Okay.
Yes, because certain ingredients are actually even harmful to the environment. So we try as much as we can to produce products that are environmentally sustainable.
Oh wow! So you are into the trend of let's go green.
Yeah, we are trying it. It's really hard, but we are trying.
Okay, well done for even thinking about it. So now that you are established, I mean, obviously there's a few things that you needed to do in order to sell out in your first range.
Sure.
I remember you selling out, and people were thinking, hello, we need this again. So how did you get your product out there to be known? I mean, were you busy with social media? Were you attending places where you can like literally sell the actual product? How did you get the product known?
I would love to say that I was somehow lucky as well.
Yeah.
Because I already had the experience in the beauty industry as a celebrity makeup artist. I like worked with almost all the big brands in the country, you inclusive. But
Okay.
you're big.
No. Okay, let's carry on.
So I really had a huge following, especially of people that are interested in beauty. So I already had the market. So I also had to go all the way up into social media because I'm mostly a social media based person. Even while I was still doing makeup, I was a freelancer. I never had a location at any one point. So market-wise, social media, we had to come up with unique names as well. I think you've seen some of my names. For example, the eyeshadow palette, we named it Hometown.
Yes,
And
I
we made
remember
sure-
that with the different cities of
districts
Uganda.
and
Yeah, that was
cities.
so clever.
Yeah, so we always make sure we get catchy brand names because people love it when you get personal with them. And that's also a trend. People love personalized items. For
Yeah.
example, I could make an eyeshadow palette for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. We can name it
Shall
Lungi.
send you
Let's
a
carry
quotation.
on. How did you actually define your target market? Understanding now that we're looking at the trends, it is no longer taboo. We've seen it in the Asian countries. It's starting to come through, Europe, where the alpha male is actually putting on base. So where are you in that, type of thing?
Market-wise, our brand is a luxury brand.
Yeah.
So I kind of target, this isn't offensive, but mostly middle income earners and
Yeah. That's not
so-
offensive in any way,
Yeah.
because if you look at every market, there is obviously premium, right? And then there's mid-tier, and then there's economy. That's how
Yeah.
things are actually structured all the time. So it's glad that you were actually brave enough to say that you're going to come in the middle,
Yes.
because you know that we all aspire for bigger brands
Sure.
and all of that. So how do you service them? What is it that you know about them? How aspirational are they?
So since we target a luxury market,
Yes.
we need to go all the way up with our branding,
Yeah.
from packaging.
Yes.
For example, if we are to make, we have a new product called the Rich Auntie Body Glow Oil. The name alone is Rich Auntie.
Yeah.
That means the packaging should really communicate the rich auntie
Okay.
vibes. You know what I mean? So we tend to, like I said, focus on the packaging, and the formulas as well are really top, because there are ingredients that are for the low income earners, I would say.
Yeah.
But some ingredients are really expensive. So the formulas are also from top ingredients.
Okay.
And
All
we
right.
outsource most of these out of the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you currently working on now? Can we not just focus on the beauty? Because we know you've just launched a baby brand,
Sure.
which is an events company
Sure.
and, gifting. How is that going? And I mean, what inspired you to be, because you're starting to become more or less of a serial entrepreneur. I mean, there's nothing that you don't
That's
do.
what I actually
and you
want.
do it well.
Yeah,
So
sure.
what are you doing now? Tell us about that baby.
So right about now, I'm called the King Planner.
Yes.
I used to be called Daniel on the brushes.
Yeah.
I got the inspiration from the events that I used to attend as a celebrity makeup artist.
Yeah.
I used to attend like the top events, Creme de la Creme in Kampala,
Yeah.
weddings. I worked with like the rich clients and all that. So I really know what it takes to create an event.
Okay.
Since I'm not doing makeup anyway, I kind of started missing it. I started missing going to events.
Yeah.
Because that's like an artistic bit of me. I was really missing that side. So I'm like, well, why not dive back into the industry, and this time around as the king planner. So yeah, we are doing events, but still luxury events.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that aside, for the beauty brand as well, we are mostly focusing now on product development. We are
Yeah.
doing private labeling and contract manufacturing.
Oh my word, how innovative can you get? So you're not just concentrating on one income stream.
Sure.
You have your brand, but then you are also able to build other brands.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
The money, first of all.
Let's be honest.
So yeah, the money, because it's really a beautiful industry. Right now, we are working with like big brands. We are formulating for big brands.
Oh,
That I won't mention
wow.
for now because of
Contracts
yeah,
and,
NDAs, you know. But I really love it when we create brands for people. I know
Yes.
what it means like being in an economy where it's hard to get a job.
Yes, yeah.
So when we produce skincare or generally all personal care products, we are solving unemployment
Yeah.
because we actually provide low MOQs.
Awesome.
For private label, we give you our existing products and you just brand them.
Okay.
So with a low MOQ, it goes as low as 12 pieces.
Okay.
Yes. But then if you are doing contract manufacturing, that means the whole manufacturing plant is producing products for you. The MOQs are slightly higher. So there is a service for everyone, low income earners and high income earners. So I started as a person who was targeting the middle income earners.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm trying to merge it all. I want the whole market. I want the whole beauty industry.
Oh wow, look at you. Okay, that's actually, yeah, I like that. I like that you're not
Thank
just
you.
sitting in one space, but you're able to say, I have to keep this growing. If I have to be a contract manufacturer,
Sure.
based on my expertise, I'm also going to develop other markets, you know?
Yeah, because the world is really running so
It
fast.
is, it
and
is.
we need to adapt to the changes.
Yeah.
If you are going to focus on retail, time might come when retail is no longer working for you.
You're
So,
actually right,
yeah,
because now we have online shopping.
Sure.
We have people who are developing their own brands to just show that people are starting to think, you know, far ahead in terms of how they sustain whatever, you know, market that they're trying to actually build at the moment. That's actually lovely. So Daniel, how do you handle money? Do you plan? I mean, how do you work around profitability, you know, your expenses and obviously cash flow? I mean, what can you teach the aspiring entrepreneur there?
I actually used to struggle a lot with money. I used to misuse business funds, but I'm getting to learn gradually.
Yeah.
I read a lot. I'm reading books on finance, books on marketing, books on sales. So lately, I'm really developing financial discipline, which is so crucial for business.
Yeah.
Because you end up eating your capital, traveling the world with the capital, and by the time you get back into the country, you can't restock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really reading a lot and researching a lot, making sure that business finances are separate from my personal finances. So the business finances are to handle the company and watch it grow further.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because without that, I'm nothing. So it's really crucial to have financial discipline and financial knowledge.
Yeah.
Especially if you're running a business. It has affected me. I really know this is out of a personal experience. I misused funds and it was really hard coming back because we went bankrupt at a certain point.
Oh my word, I love that you're being honest.
Yeah, but
that you know the smallest mistake around finance can
Yeah.
actually break your business. And I wish people would actually take that to heart and start understanding how important it is to understand, you know, managing money when you're running a business. I like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
we-
I hope people hold on to that and they start researching and they know that a
They-
lesson learned by somebody else is a
Sure.
lesson for me to try and avoid in every way.
yeah, they need to, because we struggled for around 7 months.
Oh my word.
It was hard. You know, I would look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, Daniel,
What
what's
did you
happening?
do?
What did you do? Where did the money go? You know?
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of friends that advised me, and
Yeah.
I love picking up advice from people that, especially professionals in a particular field. For example, you are a financial professional, I believe.
those are the things that we're trying to drive. Hence, we are in the seat at the moment. So we do talk about, money matters,
Yeah.
how to save, investment versus the savings, to try and get people to actually think and make their money work.
I've actually learned a lot from this series that you've been like
Is
posting on.
it?
Yeah, sure.
Thank
I'm
you.
always on them because I don't want to make the same mistakes.
Yes.
Because I saw myself crash. Guys, don't joke with money.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you have all these businesses around you. What are some of the rewards when you work for yourself, and being your own boss? What are some of the things that you really like?
First of all, I love my peace. I really love being peaceful. I can't work under pressure.
Yeah.
So that's already off, the pressure that comes with working for someone. Then I also love sleep. So that days I don't feel like working, I'm like, you know what, today, Daniel,
You're sleeping.
you're gonna sleep. But I make sure that I have to pay for the time that I spend sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't just sleep because you are an entrepreneur. Otherwise, the business is gonna collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also gives me time with my family. I don't need to really worry because I'm creating different chains for my business, whereby even if I am not involved, there are people that are working for me.
All right, awesome. So how do you think the beauty industry in Uganda is going to change with all of these innovative, products that are coming? What's it going to do to the market?
I really love it when you start talking about beauty. I feel like you're talking to my heart. Because I want to carry this whole industry, not just Uganda, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on East Africa.
Oh, yes. I love intertrade.
Africa.
Yeah.
Because actually in Africa, Kenya, South Africa, and Nigeria are like on the top of the beauty industry in Africa. So I kind of pick inspiration from them for Uganda. Yeah. And the industry is really growing. People are really investing so much into their brands. I'm seeing lots of beauty brands pop up from celebrities, though I still see that they are lacking certain elements.
Yeah.
Just because, some of them are not well versed with the industry, but
they're not localized.
Yes, I've been in the industry. I've done intense research about the industry. So the industry is growing, and this is actually a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah.
So when you play your cards right, you are going to make it. But just come to me, I can help you.
No.
Because we are building beauty brands for people. And trust me, we are building the best brands. For now, we are working on a hair care line that is going to take over the whole of Uganda.
All right. No, that's awesome. I'm very happy about that. It's nice to see growth, from our continent.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that people have started embracing beauty. Yes. Makeup, back then people were like more into the natural beauty and all that. But now makeup has actually even become more intentional.
Yes.
For example, it's no longer like the full coverage foundations. There are now foundations that are more like skincare.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And these are mostly being done by international brands that, of course, we get inspiration from. Mm-hmm. You find a makeup product that is infused with skincare.
Okay.
So imagine wearing foundation. So but it's not just doing the covering of the blemishes and all that. It's also working on your skin.
All right. No, that's great to hear. So guys, hear that. You need to understand your market. So before I take you through the last question, what are some of the risks that you have actually faced? How did you conquer them and how did you make it better?
I'm actually such a risk taker.
Scared of nothing.
I'm such a risk taker. I'll take the biggest risks. Like I've risked, and of course some failed. Some failed, but you have to gather yourself together and go in for the next.
Okay.
I try as much as I can to minimize risks, though. I plan ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to really plan ahead. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. First of all, like, okay, let me just go all the way through into this. I make sure I plan in case this fails, what next?
Yes.
So there are always resources for the what's next. And I try as much as I can to minimize them, like I said. I work with different people. If I realize I can't handle this particular thing on my own, for me to minimize that risk, I'm going to outsource someone to do it for me.
Okay. No, that's great. Yeah. That's great. So last question, Daniel. We've seen you, being entrepreneurial, We've seen you venturing out and being absolutely brave. So, what are you saying to the person there that really wants to start in this journey and wants to be an entrepreneur? What should they do?
First of all, you should be a risk taker.
Yes.
If you can't take risks, then entrepreneurship isn't for you, honestly, because
Yeah.
it's serious out here, and you also need to do as much research as you can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are going to crash. Your target market, research on sales, marketing, and all that. Otherwise, because you can hire professionals to do stuff for you, but you also need some bit of knowledge about it. Otherwise, they could cheat you. People aren't really easy.
So understand the market fully.
Yeah, they might take advantage of your ignorance, and it always happens. So just research a lot and take the risk.
And that's all you
Yeah,
want
that's
to say
all.
to them.
Because with the right research, you know what to do. Whether I should go for this or I shouldn't go for it.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So all I can say is just research a lot and be a risk taker.
All right. Awesome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us out there. We hope you've taken, out quite a few lessons on what you can do. I mean, it's not always about being employed, and we know that the market is hard, but there's always something that you can start. There's always, inspiration that you can draw from. So we hope that you're going to take these lessons. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram or go to our website to pull up manuals on the conversations that we're having. Goodbye, and remember, go for gold at Goldmine Finance.